Hey fellow Terrarians, and welcome to our new and exciting adventure, Mage Master Mode playthrough. So Mage has received a few changes lately, and that included new items, items that got reworked, and balance changes. So we're gonna test all of those. We're gonna find out what the class has to offer at this point and how strong the class is today. Okay, so at different stages of the game. So without further ado, we're gonna just hop into the action. Alright, so in terms of the world, we're gonna go with a large one as usual, master mode, and in terms of evil, it doesn't really matter. Personally, I don't care much, though if I have to choose, I would choose corruption over crimson, simply because it's a little easier for me personally to deal with the destroyer Eater of Worlds instead of compared to Brain of Cthulhu. Okay, so but we'll see. We'll make it random and see what happens. Oh yeah, corruption. Okay, I guess I got lucked out on that one. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, guys, is immediately look for chests. Wooden chests, of course. And because the first item, the starter weapon for our class, is of course the Wand of Sparking. Wand of Sparking got reworked in 1.4, so it's supposed to be better now, but we will see, we will test it. And first we need to find it, of course. So, and I think it's more common nowadays, and yeah, we should have a good chance of obtaining it eventually. And look at this, first wooden crate, and we have it. Now, I think it's probably very common nowadays, so yeah, that's why we got it immediately. In terms of its damage, damage is pretty decent for a starter weapon for sure. It doesn't drain too much mana, so you can actually use, even without waiting for the first night, you can already use it, right? Aiming, I guess it's okay. Again, considering that this is just a starter weapon and we're gonna upgrade it pretty much soon. Right, as soon as we can, it's okay. So let's just, the usual drill. Few NPC houses, compact dwellings, just for starters. I will eventually upgrade those into something more fancy and appealing, but for now this will do, because all we need is, survive the night and get going. So locate the first oasis. So this is just to make things easier, okay, guys, because again, fishing an oasis can prove very beneficial at the beginning of the game, and especially if you're playing in master mode. And this, I can't stress this enough, master mode can be very challenging, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, so it can be done pretty much with ease, without too much struggle, and fishing really helps. And for fishing, of course, we need the bug net. Alright, so now we are ready actually to start fishing. And even though this pond doesn't have enough water at this point, I'm feeling lucky. We're still gonna catch something, of course, with all these starter conditions. Oh, look at this! Oasis crate and a scarab fishing pole. Okay, so now we have better bait and better fishing pole. So things are picking up already, guys. Picking up. So in terms of master mode difficulty. Okay, so of course, if you just run around at night, outside and get hit by zombies, you're gonna be too shot. And now we got fancy goggles. Yeah, so difficulty-wise, I would not recommend digging down without at least having 3 potions. Okay, 3 different kinds of potions. And for those potions, again, it's up based on your luck. But I get so this is how I would do it. If lucky enough, and at the very beginning you get at least 1 Splunker potion, 1 Danger Sense, and potentially, let's just say, if not mining, but at least Hunter potion. Okay, so with those 3, you're able to start digging immediately. However, I would still wait, because you can get a better pickaxe, you can get mining potion, you can get some food going, you can get from fishing. You can get quite a bit of stuff that will increase your mobility and survival. So that's why fishing, I consider it, pretty much, a requirement, especially if you're playing master mode. Again, you don't have to, but it's gonna be a lot more painful. And meanwhile, we're setting up our micro herb farm just to get started, because eventually we're gonna upgrade it. And we also were able to get from one of the crates, we got 2 gravitation potions, which we're gonna use immediately. Of course, first we're gonna look for sky castles, sky lakes. And look at this, the first sky chest has fledgling wings. Now guys, fledgling wings is one of the accessories that used to only be part of journey mode, but now it got added into normal mode, and it can be obtained anywhere, right? So either from sky crates or from sky chests. And this accessory, at first when I tried it, when I tested it in journey mode, I thought it was kind of a meh. I mean, really, these are not proper wings, right? But once you pair those with frog leg, balloon, and amphibian boots, you have triple buff to your flight height and speed, right? So essentially, look, another pair of wings. This is great, but we only needed one. I also need a shiny red balloon, by the way, so let's keep looking. So yeah, once you pair those wings with those 3 accessories, and yes, this means you would have to use at least 2, well, I would say at least 2 out of 3. So 3 to 4 mobility accessories, right? And it could be too much to ask, especially if you're not playing on master mode, so you only have 5 accessory slots. But still, these wings, when properly buffed, they give you so much mobility and make some fights a lot easier, and then obviously surviving becomes a lot more doable in master mode. All right, guys, so we've got a balloon, we've got wings, and now we can reach the ocean, and hopefully we'll get the angler as well here. Okay, so the beginning so far is pretty good. I mean, obviously we're still using the wand of sparking, and we haven't done a lot of fighting, but this is yet to change. Okay, so it's time to get. So we got the angler. And before we leave, however, this is what I would usually recommend: fish until you get river shark, of course, river shark and sawtooth shark. So both of these are incredibly useful early game. And sawtooth shark is the best axe you can have. It's a chainsaw, basically, for pre-hard mode. Hands down, my most favorite. But the river shark recently got buffed again, guys. So now it's one of the fastest, let's just say, general purpose mining pickaxes. So now we have actually a tool. So we have the pickaxe, and we have, and we will have eventually, there you go, 2 sawtooth shark. So now we have the tools to go mining, go harvesting, and so on. So now we just need some potions again. So looking for Splunker potions. Unfortunately, at this point I cannot craft, but we got the Extractinator, guys. This gives us a chance, because at this point we also have 68 desert fossil. Let's see what we get, because note that next upgrade for the class will be one of those gem staves, right? So let's look at this. We got a diamond. Okay, so that is epic, because that would mean a top gem staff is craftable once we have enough diamonds. We only need 8. So it's time to set up an underground gem tree farm, which is doable. Now you see, now we have a good pickaxe, so we didn't need to dig. We actually got it from fishing pretty much on day 3. And so we didn't need to endanger ourselves a lot in the master mode, underground cavern layers, and so on. And again, I don't dig too deep to set this up, to set up a quick gem tree farm. You see, you only need to find the border between underground and surface level, and then we just plant some gem corns. Obviously we have 1 diamond gem corn, which is gonna be planted on the other side, so we can have some separation here, right? So okay, so while the diamonds are growing, we now can craft our first stuff, gem stuff. Okay, so yeah, I think so. The amethyst, deadly amethyst stuff is now better than, yeah. So you see, immediately we were able to upgrade. Okay, so we were able to upgrade our weapon even before we actually started fighting. Okay, so for real. I mean, Wand of Sparking only served at the very beginning, only a couple of days until we, yeah, get some gems going, essentially. Now, Gem Tree Farm is actually doing quite okay already. So, and we do a lot of fishing because obviously we need Splunker potions, mining potion, and we got all of it actually. So now it's time to go digging. So now digging becomes a lot more efficient, guys, because look at the speed. So you can see that the river shark, even without any buffs, any affixes, it performs. Now we can collect hearts. See, like now at this point, master mode is not as challenging as it used to be, right? So because now we have around 200 life pretty much immediately, and we got so many gems, and we got some more diamonds, so now we can actually explore caves. We have some damage, and things are going pretty okay, guys. And look at this, I think a new upgrade, emerald stuff, pretty much immediately. Look at this, 20 magic damage, slow speed. Well, I mean, it's still better than the amethyst. Yeah, so see, upgrade one after another. Yeah, this is cool. All right, so this is useful. Yeah, definitely this is going to be for at least for a while we're gonna be able to use it. And now we have plenty of gems going and gem farm going, and we have a danger sense potion, so this helps exploring the underground. And we're gonna keep digging, and we're gonna keep looking for hearts. We need full life, guys, and we need some silk for sure. Silk is important. That means cobwebs. And so let's keep digging. So we need full life because soon we're gonna start bossing around. Okay, so let's see if we can craft another upgrade here. Can we? Yes, a robe. Oh, but maybe. Yeah, a diamond robe. We can craft it. Alright, guys, so this is our first real armor. Okay, so now we have a lot more mana and we can deal a lot more damage. Okay, so this is good, but I'm still reluctant to face Blood Moon event in the open because the damage is not really for master mode farming Blood Moons yet. So we're still lacking some. And lacking some life, of course. So time to dig up some more hearts, get some slush blocks, set up a fishing shack in the underground and mushroom biome as well. This is very useful for multiple quests, obviously. We're gonna do that. And well, things are picking up, guys. Definitely we're getting upgrades. We even got a magic conch from one of those oasis crates, which enabled us quite a lot more mobility. So, and we're obviously looking at this point, it's interesting that one of the not one but some of the, like more than one, 3 upgrades that you can achieve early on can come from traveling merchants. Okay, so yeah, be on the lookout for those. Unfortunately, so far our luck is not really there yet, so we got nothing from the merchant, and we're looking for both weapons and armor, right? So we could get the magic hat and gypsy robe. We can also get Zappinator. So I mean, all of those are interesting upgrades, and we definitely need to look for those. But let's keep going. So we expanded our gem tree farm, and so far, you know what, we're gonna to this game I've added death count because I want to really see how safe master mode can be. So this is going to be a very safe playthrough, and I'll try. Oh, look at this. So finally we're able to upgrade to a much better stuff. So this one is already kind of end pre-hard mode end game from the gem staves, of course. So we got amber stuff here, and it's time to farm goblin scouts, guys, because why we need obviously soon we're gonna have to defeat the goblin army, and for that we need 10 tattered clothes, and we craft a goblin battle standard. Okay, so how many do we have? We still need a few. Okay, so yeah, we just need a couple. And again, this is how I always go for it. I'm not going to smash any orbs, because that is, in my opinion, a waste of time, because the moment you smash them, the goblin armies will be appearing randomly when you don't need them, and that will delay your progress, of course. Alright, so at this point it's time. We'll prepare quickly. So For again, to make a Goblin Army event, first of all, even in Master Mode, it's pretty much an effortless event. All you have to do is protect yourself from getting overwhelmed, and have some weapon that you can shoot the mobs, right? So, and again, in this playthrough, we're not using any spike, any traps, or any lava, or any such contraptions. So instead, we're just gonna use a very simple setup with a little bit of, you know, creativity involved, and a couple of potions. All we need is maybe one potion of magic power and a couple of regeneration potions, and that should be enough. Alright guys, so we're ready for the Goblin Army. And this is all. This setup is more than sufficient to deal with the Goblin Army. And you know, you can actually use any character for this, even melee. Even if you don't, well, if you have, let's say, Star Fury, that'd be easy. But if you don't, you can, or you don't have a let's say, enchanted sword. If you don't have an enchanted sword, that's also fine. You can use a yo-yo in this situation, and you know, just as efficiently. And look at this. So as long as the mages, goblin mages, can you know, neutralize on spot, you are safe, because really there is nothing that can hurt us here. And this is turning into a no-hit win, flawless win, which is, again, this is not an event that you should worry about. Of course, if you are busy building stuff and you're you know, near your NPCs and Goblin Army spawns randomly, then things become much more dangerous. You will get your NPCs killed. You can get killed in the process, because Master Mode, if you get, you know, overwhelmed by this, they can two-shot you pretty much. So be careful. But now we don't have any concern here. This is a very easy fight for a mage or any other class. Like I said, the summoner would do even better here. We just, you know, sending minions to do the bidding, and that's it. So yeah, and we've done it, guys. So I mean, that's it. The event is complete. Now the question is, do we look for Tinkerer immediately, or maybe we wait? So when it comes to the Tinkerer, locating the Tinkerer, we need a hunter potion, but we also need, and it helps a lot, is life form analyzer. Life form analyzer can only be obtained from the traveling merchant. So far, we were unlucky in this run. We didn't get it. So it means I'm not going to rush underground looking for the Tinkerer. That's not our goal here. Our goal will be, let's see. Oh, look at this, another interesting option, guys. Look at this. Thunder Zapper is a very good weapon for starters, but I wonder if it's too late now to use it, because at this point we have a much more powerful one. The problem with the Zapper is that it does not have any piercing. Like, let's say, Diamond, Amber, or Ruby. All those have piercing, and they have sufficient firepower. So yeah, I mean, Zapper is good at the very beginning. Like, if you get it on day one, definitely is going to be a massive upgrade for you. But if you get it after, let's say, your Amber stuff, yeah, as you can see here, the knockback and the damage is not sufficient to have proper crowd control. Alright guys, we were able to test quite a few weapons during this quick run, and so far it's going okay, but I think it's time to have some massive upgrades to finally get the Tinkerer and reforge some items and travel to the underground jungle for additional armor, for additional upgrades. Alright guys, thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next video.